Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening to everybody.
Hi, I'm really happy to be here. And
Hello, everybody. I think that is there are two words: domestication and foreignization. Because I deal with Russian Marathi translations, and two cultures are at very distant geographically, culturally. They are very far away from each other. Many times we have to take a decision how to deal with the cultural problems. But though it is somewhat difficult to take the readers to that culture, I choose it always because I think that the readers of Marathi language should get acquainted with the distant cultures. They should understand how people live differently, how their culture is different than ours. And eventually, after reading the foreign literature in Marathi, they should. It is expected that they understand the diversity, cultural diversity. They start respecting others' cultures. Their vision will be widened. So this is what is expected. So when the new translators want to translate, the strategic decisions are to be taken, like whether you want to translate it as it is, or you want to adapt it. So for me, adaptation is not a solution. Foreignization is it should be a choice.
In translation, you have two options. Either bring the author to the reader, or you take the reader to the author. So these are the two strategies, right? If you are bringing the author to the reader, you are trying to interpret everything in terms of the original culture, right? Or the source culture, and trying your best to bring it to the target audience. But in the other paradigm, you are trying to do it in terms of the receiving culture. But these two categories, they are not absolute. All translators know that there is a wide spectrum, whether you talk of foreignization, whether you talk of domestication. Perhaps the answer lies in maintaining the fine balance. A translator knows how much of the native cargo in terms of the content and the culture he can take to the foreign culture and the foreign languages without sacrificing too much of readability. Because you have to consider readability. You are producing a text, the translator is producing a text for the reader. So if there is no easy accessibility or fairly easy accessibility, no one would read the text. However erudite your translation is, if there is no access, then the very purpose is defeated. There will be different degrees of foreignization and different degrees of domestication. A specific text will determine. Specific text, if you have a kind of target reader, you can imagine the target reader, that would determine your choices sometimes your location. But finally, it is a lifelong mission.